Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's been a while since I've made a video and I want to show you something from Code Geass, my all-time favorite anime. And it's also a topic which really interests me, which is the topic of truth. See, the main antagonist of the series, Charles, he actually believes that truth is very important and that all other sorts of morality has to bow down to the morality that we're supposed to tell the truth. That's his main value besides social Darwinism, which I don't find that interesting. So I want to show you a video, a speech that he has made in Code Geass. I want to show you that speech where he dismantles the 10 Commandments because he says they are basically untrue, or it's really a facade when you say that you should not kill and you should not covet. But I'll let him say it, and then you can see if you agree. I'll analyze it after.
The world lies. Thou shalt not commit murder. Thou shalt.
Okay, so YouTube did not allow me to show this speech, and I've re-uploaded this video. I'll just say the speech, I'll present the speech in the best way possible. So, the world lies. Thou shalt not commit murder. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not cheat. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. All of these are lies, mere illusion, nothing more. They don't want to be killed. They don't want to be robbed. Using the twin lies of justice and morality, the weak are endeavoring to protect themselves. But the first truth is that the strong devour the weak. So let us feed upon people, upon wealth, upon riches and power. We in Britania shall feast on the raw flesh of the world itself. We must crush this deception and bring forth the truth. All hail Britania! So I just noticed something here that I hadn't noticed before I made this video, which is that the social Darwinism is really a means to the end of truth. And what he's saying here is that when people say, you shall not covet, you shall not steal, you shall not murder, what they're really saying is that they're afraid because they're weak. So the strong ought to do all these things, murder, steal, covet, because that's the truth, that's the true nature of humanity, that they do those sorts of things. And I want to bring up Nietzsche in this way. Nietzsche has a theory that the weak have committed a coup d'etat against the strong, and really the strong values of pride and especially instinct. For him, instinct is his highest value. They have been replaced with mercy and grace and kindness, all these Christian values that really help the weak. So he wants the values to shift back to the natural state. And I think that's similar to what Charles wants, although Charles, he cares most about truth, which is not exactly the same as instinct. But I'm not going to go further into that. I'm going to talk about the 10 Commandments for the rest of this video. Now I'll just list up the 10 Commandments and perhaps give a bit of commentary on it. So the first commandment is, you shall have no other gods before me. And God gives a reason that he doesn't want any other gods because he's jealous, he cares about that he is the only God. So the second commandment is that you shall make no idols, you shall make no false gods. The third commandment is, you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. You should not curse, you should not swear about what God is, because you're not entitled to that. So the first three commandments are about the relationship between God and humans and its covenant people. It's given to Israel. It's not given to everybody in the world. It's given to his covenant people at that time. So the fourth commandment is to keep the Sabbath holy. This is the day that's dedicated to the Lord. Fifth, you shall honor your father and mother. Sixth, you shall not murder. Seventh, you shall not commit adultery. Eighth, you shall not steal. 9, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. And 10, you shall not covet. So what Charles comments on is number 6, 7, 8, and 10. Those are he doesn't mention honoring your father and mother, but he mentions that you shall not murder, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, and you shall not covet. Those 4 commandments are all there because the weak want them to be there, and that it's lies. That's a lie. Commandment 9, that you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. He does not criticize that one because he actually believes that you shall not lie. So what's different? What's the highest value here? For Charles, the highest value is truth. Here, the highest value is the divine command that you have a relationship with the God of the Bible, who has freed you from Egypt, freed the Israelites from Egypt. So this is not truth in the same sense. Therefore, this is an act of obedience and not an act of showing how inner strength is the truth and the strong should oppress the weak, that is the truth. So it's 2 different sorts of value sets, but it's really interesting that Charles uses the 10 Commandments to critique. Now, if you move a layer deeper into the mind of Charles, he might not appreciate the social Darwinist aspects of reality, and he wants to change that. He has a supernatural tool called the Ragnarok connection, with which he will remake the world as a god. So compared to the 10 Commandments, you have another god. Charles is his own god. He doesn't like gods. And actually, at one point, the Ragnarok connection is said to the purpose of that is to destroy the gods and empower humans. But in this following clip, I will show how he actually wants a world with kindness, but then he has to change the world into one where conflict is not inevitable, but something that is inevitable to have. And Lelouch doesn't like that, and they have a conflict over it, but I'll just show the clip where he says what he wants to do.
I heard you were already immortal. That's why there's something I want to know for certain. Why did you make this thing? For what reason?
Why? Because it's what Nonali and Yuffie both desired. They wanted a gentle world.
Now I see.
So as far as I understand it, Charles critiques the 10 Commandments for being wrong in the sense that they hinder truth in the current world. And in the world that he's going to create, they wouldn't be necessary because people wouldn't kill and steal and covet, because it would be a world of harmony where people wouldn't have free will at all. That's one of the things that Lelouch doesn't like. But please tell me if you would like a world where we have no free will and there are marionettes and just do everything right and have no conflict. If you'd like that, then please tell me in the comments. But anyway, this was this for this video. I hope you liked my comparison, my analysis of the 10 Commandments, given the speech that Charles has made in Code Geass. And I also hope that you can see the parallels to Nietzsche. Well, please comment and tell me what you think, and have a nice day.